Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. So usually it says healing with Tony down here, but now it says doing the work because over the past couple of weeks I've been like, okay, I don't want to be like saying I'm healing all the time, and because we know we are. I want to be doing the work. Are you doing the work? Asking myself, are you doing the work? What are you doing? Um, and doing does not mean it has to be something active. Even doing the work is also reflection. Doing the work is also just sitting with yourself in meditation. Doing the work is also just getting rest. Doing the work is sitting with your thoughts. Doing the work is sometimes not doing anything at all, taking a break. That is part of the journey with healing. So today I want to call in some guides and see what guides wants to show up for us today. And work through. Well, first I'm gonna tell you I've come, and the other reason why I'm changed of doing the work is because I know I've healed a lot of things, and I can tell you 5 big things I've healed. Um, One was my mother wound, and not only from my mother, but my own mother wound itself. That one's a big one that I've done a lot of healing on, and I know it's it is so much better. Whoosh. Like whoa, that's one. My second one would be my self worth, and I think self value. I think everyone has some kind of wounding in this area, and this comes from tapped into the abandonment wound, where you feel like you have no one, you can trust no one, that you, all of those things, healing those. Those were my big ones. Another big one is it's funny, a friend brought this up and I was actually going to do a video last week, and then she brought it up, and then I was just like, no, I'm not going to talk about it because I and it's my avoidant. I am an avoidant. I do I like to avoid drama. I like to avoid conflict. But at the same time, I've learned that that part of that avoidant came up because I was protecting myself. But also now I can put up, I don't have to. It's not that now when people think I am avoiding them because I have had that, it's not. It's because I don't want you in my energy. I don't want your negativity. I don't want your toxic traits. I don't want any of that in my life. And so for me, it's not that I'm avoiding, well, I am avoiding you because I don't want that energy. I don't want, that's a boundary. My avoidance has turned into very strong boundaries now. And so changing that up, and that's where you have that, your shadow, and you know you have this, and you learn how to work with this and work with that part of you that you know you have. So I know I can work with that too. And my last one would be I'm hearing my head again. Self-worth is, yeah, totally, self-worth is in there. But lack mindset, oh my gosh, that that is a big one. Was a really big one, was my lack mindset. And that is something, you know, you have to work on. And sometimes that's generational. The lack mindset. So was the avoidant, was also generational as well. So those are like my big 5 that I struggled with. But I do the work on them, and I know how to work with the shadows of them when they come up. Oh my gosh, this, keeps coming up is this Fool. I keep getting this Fool card. And this Fool is, who is this Fool? So if you're wondering what I'm looking at, when I meditate with my guides and talk to my guides, this deck is, it's called something. It's like the tarot of the ancestors. And so what I did was I worked with my ancestors, my guides, with angels and all of that, and I worked with them and sat down multiple times and to see who was who in this deck. And so not everyone has shown up that I know, but and I have it written down. I've decided that I'm going to actually write it on the card so I will know who it is. Because I have it written down in a folder, and I swear this fool is someone, unless it's no one, unless it's someone new, and then that would be interesting. Oh my gosh, no. Okay, so I don't think this fool is anyone. It just keeps coming out. This fool energy. I have not assigned this. That's awesome. I have not assigned this fool to anyone, but it's a new energy, and that's the energy we're going to work with, guys. This fool energy. Yeah, it is not a single. This is something new. This is a new guide. Okay. So I have this full guide. This is a new one. Oh my gosh. I'm really looking. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to pause while I look really quick. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have a full. So this is a new guide. And I don't know. I met a new guide yesterday. And I don't know if it's her. Or something else. So we'll see. I'm gonna get one more just since we don't know who we're working with. I don't know who that is. They will tell me, but I just had someone. Okay. Oh, I think I know who. This is. Is it 8 of Cups? Is this not? Oh my God, this might not be someone too. I'm like getting. I thought that was no. I don't have that guide either. Oh my gosh, I'm getting new guides. These are new. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. I'm like flabbergasted that they're giving me freaking okay, so we have a Fool and a Cups. So these new guides are they're the Fool. Hello. Someone new. This is something very, very new. It's also a reflection of ourselves. This guide is a reflection of ourselves because if you look at this Fool, it's actually holding the Fool card. So I feel like it's a reflection. That guide is a reflection of ourselves. It's very okay. You know I have the ears one. I'm in a very playful energy. I was when I got my inner child. If that's what that is. I don't know if that's the inner child because if you look at this, there's like these little playful things in here in the mirror, and you're looking at yourself. I think this might be your inner child. Oh my God, this is your inner child. This Fool is an inner child. This is the inner child coming out. Thank you, inner child. Okay, so I have these ears on, and I was just like, people were like, Tony, act your age, and I'm like, no, I don't have to act my age. I feel like I'm 12 years old right now. I want to play. I want to go put on makeup. I want to put on my ears. I want to, I'm playful. I'm in a playful energy right now. That's who this is. This Fool is your inner child, and it wants to do new things, and it wants to explore, and it's blooming, and it wants to be seen. Oh my gosh. And this 8 of Cups is, if you look at, I love this 8 of Cups. It's walking towards, these, hedge. What is it called? Oh my God. Stonehenge. Walking to Stonehenge. And these cups are not knocked down. Like walking away from things that, that emotionally fulfill you and you like and you enjoy, but you know what? They don't, you want to explore. This is an explorer energy. This is perfect with that. And if you look up that there's that moon, perfect time for that Sagittarius. We had this full moon in Sagittarius. And so we just had it. So this works perfectly with that explorer because that Sagittarius likes to go out and explore and do things, and they want to see the world. They want to travel. And so this 8 of Cups is the explorer in us. Who is it? Someone who likes to explore if you can think of a deity or a angel or someone who likes to explore. That's what that Eight of Cups is. I don't know. If something comes out, I will let you know, but I don't know who that is right now. I know the Fool. So I know your inner child showing up, and something wants you, someone, one of your guides wants you to go out and explore and see things and, take on the world. Oh, I got chills when I thought of that. So again, coming out of this energy of always healing, like we're moving away from that and we're doing that. Oh my gosh, we're doing the things that make us happy. We're doing the things that bring us joy. So I brought out this inner child healing. And so let's look at maybe some of the things you have worked on, or some of the things your inner child wants you to do now, since you have done so much. I feel like this is people who have been doing the work for a while, and they're at a place where it's time for something different and something new, and nothing's wrong with that. I think that's beautiful, and if you're not there, then you're not there, and it's okay. So take what you need from this, work with your guides, work with God, work with the divine, work with whoever you work with, to get the answers that you need, using your own discernment, using your own inner willpower. Like, look at this, dance like nobody's watching. So yes, we have this, we have a wonderful, playful energy showing up, just like I'm in this. That's the energy that's around me, and so I'm pretty sure it's come up. Some of it's coming up in the cards, but I feel like that's the collective energy too on some of us. We're in a place where we've been doing so much work, so much stuff, that it's time for us to just have fun, dance, put on your heels, go out dancing, enjoy life. I love this because like she has her hair up and she's just like, I'm going to enjoy life. I don't care, I don't care if someone says act your age, whatever. I'm having fun. You can have fun without, and has been a really big thing that people have been talking about lately, is having fun without, you don't have to have alcohol. You don't have to have the chronic, should I say chronic? You don't have to have those things. You can have this energy naturally. Like the sun, go out in the sun. Oh my gosh, it gives you so much love. Great sleep, exercise. Those give you this playful energy too. This is where I got that from. I'm happy and playful when I'm out doing stuff and my kids are looking at me like, oh my God, is she really dancing like that? Is she really doing that? And no, I have not been drinking. I haven't had a drink since, I don't think, New Year's maybe. No, I don't smoke marijuana, or I'm saying it. Yeah, I said the word. I don't do that kind of stuff. Well, it's not like I don't do it. Okay, let's say it's been a while since I've had some, which I'm in the state of Washington. We can go get it. But it's not one of my things, so I don't do it really. And it's just having fun through your natural energy. Like, I think you're in a place where if you have been doing the work and you have let down burdens and you release stuff, that inner child, that child that did not get to play in those younger age, took things too serious, or in the last, 5, 10, 2 years, you've been so serious about everything. It's time to be unserious. It's time to have fun. I really get that energy. And then I have listen to your intuition. What did I just say? Follow, I'm going to get one more too. Follow what your guides are telling you. Listen to it. If it's saying you need to go do this or you need to go try that. Like, I got a nudge to go do something today, and I'm going to go do it too. So we'll see. So, and that's kind of like this card, listening to your intuition. Like, maybe you can be on a path with others and you're following that path, but maybe sometimes the path says, oh, let's turn right. Let's turn left. Let's make a U-turn. Let's go in a circle. Let's go this way. Let's stop and look at this, And if your intuition tells you to do that, if it says, take that trip, do that thing, then do it. Don't stop listening to what everyone else says. And even me. Stop listening to everything we tell you, and listen to your own self, because this is actually a good thing. Someone telling you to listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Trust yourself. Trust that you. That is another thing, is trusting yourself. That was actually that crimps in there in my 5. It's trusting yourself. Trusting myself enough to know if I make a decision and it bombs, or if it doesn't work out. I don't care. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. And understanding that, and trusting that, and learning that. Trusting your intuition. Okay? Trust it. And the last one is plant a seed of self-forgiveness. Like I just said, okay, you made a mistake. You did something wrong. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. And I feel like a lot of us are in this play for energy, because we have started planting those seeds to forgive ourselves. There's so many things in my past that I've done, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God, who was that person? Who, what the freak was I thinking? And I can look at those moments. But again, I will stop. Guess what? I'm human. We all are. And it doesn't make it an excuse for us to go out and do crazy stuff, but sometimes we make stupid decisions. Sometimes we don't make the right choices. We have to live this life. That's why we were giving free will. This is why we're given a choice. This is why God did not force us to just follow him blindly. He gave us a choice. And we can have that choice to follow him blindly. And we have that choice to not follow him blindly. So you can follow, but you don't have to follow. That's the thing. You can make that choice. And the thing is, you have room for making those mistakes. You have room for grace. You have room for forgiveness. And we all do. No one is above it. No one's below it. We all have it. We all get it. And sometimes, but you also have to remember that you're not free from the consequences. You have to deal with the consequences of those choices that you make. So that's why I what you put out is what was coming back to you. I strongly believe in what you put out is what you're getting, will get back in, and maybe you're not seeing it, but it does. And it does come in its own time as well. Things doesn't happen because you want them to, or quickly. I was outside with my daughter when she was going to the bus stop, and I was out there, and let me tell you, I used to be able to go outside, find 4-leaf clovers just like that easily. And I haven't been able to do it in this past year or so. And so, but when I've called justice or judgment, it has started happening quickly. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I don't know if it's my judgment or my justice that I'm calling in quickly, that happens quickly, or is it my manifestation is happening quickly. So I was outside and I was testing it, and I said, okay, I'm going to test this with the 4-leaf clovers, and I didn't find one. And you know what? I might find one later. Who knows? But I don't know why I got on that tangent. But forgive yourself for the mistakes that you made. And ask, if you need to, ask for forgiveness. And if you can't find yourself to do it, ask the universe to help you. Write it down. Find ways that you can do it. There's so many ways that you can seek forgiveness. Slowly just starting just asking yourself, then maybe writing it down, or just saying it out loud to yourself, or looking in the mirror and saying it, asking God to help you with it, asking your ancestors to help you with it, and slowly even talking to people about it. I did this and I feel terrible about it and I want to seek forgiveness. Okay, there you go. You talk to someone else about it. Maybe not the situation of the person that you need forgiveness from, but you don't need the other person for forgiveness. You don't. You can send that energy out there naturally. Or you can put that clarity out there in some way. You don't always have to use your words. You can freaking write a letter. You can there's multiple ways you can do those things. There's multiple ways we can communicate, right? Okay. Well, so as I'm on my tangent, so we're in a very playful energy. Our inner child has come out to play. I really want to know who that. I have to. So I got death. I get one more. These cards are interesting. Nope, they don't want me to. Okay, it wants me to take that one. All right. Oh. So we have. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take that too. I'm taking three. I'm taking them in this order. I don't know why, but that looks good. We have letting go. So I have this letting go card, and it says, so this card is an indication of an ending. Give permission to yourself to let go of a situation, a relationship, or experience that has run its course and that is no longer positively serving you. Allow yourself to welcome in new, which is the answer to your prayers and a better vibrational match to your needs and your wants. That is that full energy. That is that inner child's like, okay, we gotta let this go. Whatever is no longer serving you, experience, situation, relationship, whatever it is, no longer. I gotta let that go. And then we have after that we had acceptance. This card asks you to accept yourself as it is right here, right now. Take a moment to observe all your light and your shadow aspect. Forgive yourself for past mistakes or failures. Acknowledge your flaws and your strengths and get in relationship with all the good, the bad, and the ugly, and honor your charismas and your unique magical abilities. Remember, we have this forgiveness already come up. So part of acceptance is forgiving yourself and looking in the mirror and seeing who you are right now. Like, I see who I am right now. Oh my gosh, this is me. And I'm okay with her. And remember, I talked about my 5 and how things that I had to look at and heal. And how I worked with the shadow aspects of my mother wound. One of my biggest thing with my mother wound was how I knew that I hadn't healed. A lot of it was still open. Was when people say to me, oh my God, you look so much like your mother. Oh my God. And it pissed me off. I hated it because I did not want to look like her. And I was just like, ugh, I don't want to look like her, and it made me so mad. It made me so mad. Now I can go in the mirror and look at myself like, oh my God, you look like your mother. And I can say that. Oh my God, I look like my mom. And I'm fine with it. And I even said it this morning. I looked at myself. Oh, you so look like your mom. And I was like, and I smiled about it and I was happy about it, and that means that I found forgiveness and I saw the shadows of it. And because I had to do the stuff to get past all of the wounding and all of the buildup that had been there. Okay. All of the past mistakes, all of the things, and you will get there. So accept where you are right now and take a leap of faith into something new, into something very playful. And our last one is death. Death is not an ending but a transition. It is the doorway towards a new direction. We experience small deaths many times in our life, and this is how we grow and expand. If you are currently experiencing a small personal death or the death of a loved one, honor all of your emotions. Death can be very transformative. And remember, when we are not afraid to die, we are not afraid to truly live. That is a beautiful thing. And I learned at an early age to not be afraid of death because I had to experience people I loved dying when I was younger. Actually, as a matter of fact, no, not 12, 14. I was like, when I was filling this 12-year-old, but I experienced a lot of important people in my life dying very early. And so that made me accept death for what it was and not afraid to die. So if I die right now, if I die tomorrow, if I die in a week, in a month, in a year, in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30, 40, 50 years, it doesn't matter. I welcome it because I'm living And I know it's a transition. And so when you can truly walk with in life and live it and love every moment that you're given, and that comes in with the gratitude for life, but also knowing that death is a transition. It's not an end. It's not, because these worldly possessions, none of this comes with me. None of those people come with me. The saddest part of death, of someone actually dying, is the people that are left behind. Um, the people who don't want to, who, who are afraid to let go. That's a hard thing. And whereas I know my Father. I know God. I know my ancestors. I know what's on the other side. I know how beautiful it is. And so I can live this life to the fullest, um, with death knocking at the door at any moment. And I can accept it. And I can be ready for it because I've forgiven myself and others. I've let go of the anger and all of that, and I try my hardest to live in love and carry that vibration with me and be in that light. So, not that this is death in that way, but death also being small changes when something is ending, that like okay, this is the end of this era, this is the end of this relationship, this is the end of this, the end of me, say you're in college, this is the end of my college, this is my last semester, this is the end, like, yeah, like people are finishing up school right now, so that this is the end of, being in high school, in college, transitioning to something different, and to maybe traveling into, a career that you've taken on. This is the end of when people change careers. They have a death of that career. I'm no longer, a teacher. I'm stepping into being a caregiver for elderly now. Like stepping in from, teaching children to caring for elderly, from being a salesperson to stepping into singing. I don't know. It's your own thing that you step into, and so it's the ending of something and a new beginning for something else. And those are also deaths. Same with when you're a parent. It's the ending of your kid being a toddler to being a teenager, to ending of kids being at home to being an empty nester, right? You have all of those. There's beginnings and endings and all kinds of things. And so we have to let go. Letting go. We have to let go of that, what needs to be let go of. And we have to accept things by forgiveness and looking at your shadows and accepting your shadows. And then also stepping in, understanding this death energy of having the gratitude of the life that you get to live, and getting to step into a new part of your life and the experience you used to have with this, like, oh my God, I experienced these great things in high school. Now I get to experience these wonderful things in college, or I experienced these great things in high school. Now I just get to experience this new job or going abroad, those types of things. So transition. So letting go, acceptance, death. Perfect. Okay, guys. But you have to check in with yourself and do the work, okay? So from now on, when we get on this doing the work, we are going to be looking at what we're doing the work on for that, for that week. Like, what is something we can do the work on that week? Not today. We're not going to talk about it today, but in the future, when I do the video, chatting about, definitely looking at what is the work. Oh my gosh, you know what? I just got, okay, I'm going to leave with those, but I don't know why. I don't know why I heard some talking about, give me a second, just quick second. I wanted to get a deck. Okay, this deck. I was hearing, I don't know why, I was like thinking about life purposes. Like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? I don't know why I heard that. I heard, what am I supposed to do that? Oh my God, I want that too. I've seen that. And I'm going to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. So we're going to look at what you're supposed to be doing really quick. Maybe because I did hear that. It came, I don't know, it came out of left field. So we are going to honor that question. Let's look at some stuff. What is some things that this collective is looking for some purpose? Ooh, I got one. Any more? Okay. I got three, so here we go. Let's take these three. Then tell me take the bottom one. Oh my gosh. You guys. Okay, we have four. I got four things y'all should be doing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, the first one that came out was music, and I love this. It says, your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So some of you, your purpose right now is to either be playing music. You could music, and by playing an instrument, by creating, being like a producer, putting sounds together, singing. You could, and vocalizing stuff. I love to listen to. I have some people I love to listen to, and just their vocals, and putting together vibrational sound healing, and doing sound healing with the sound bowls. That's also, you can do sound bowls like crystal ones or the brass ones. Love those. Or bells. I love the ringing of bells. People do play bells as well. What is other sound healings that I love to hear? Chimes. I love chime sounds are really wonderful. So any of those that are, you, if you're wanting to step in, look into music. What music are you supposed to be tapping into right now? It could be an instrument too. It could be and the clarinet, the flute, the oboe, the trombone. Oh my God, it thought made me think about the movie Mo Better Blues. And when they're playing their trumpet and stuff, and that was his gift. That was his gift. And people just, it soothes people, it relaxes people. That is your gift, that music. This one is, we have leadership. Okay, take charge of this situation. So leadership is, where are you supposed to be standing up in? Leadership doesn't mean that you have to be a leader like running for president, running for Congress. You can be a leader in your family. You can be a leader in your community center. You can be a leader at your job by showing what kind of example you want to be. You could be working at freaking McDonald's and just be and have a beautiful work ethic to show those leadership skills. Okay, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be working at Starbucks and just being a good boss and being a good listener to someone who might need it, your employee or the customers that come in, you know, and giving that is some kind of leadership as well. Okay, then we have flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. Okay, so there's two things. So gardening, definitely. Working with flowers. Someone who is works with bouquets. You could be working, putting bouquets together. You can be working in a nursery, right? Also, it opens up your heart chakra. So when your heart is open, that vibration spreads to anyone that comes around you. So say you work in a nursery, right? And someone comes in, it could be some like sweet little old lady, you know, she lives by herself, she doesn't have anyone, right? And your heart chakra is open, and you know all these things about flowers, and she comes in and she's wanting to know questions, and you know, give her information about it, but you also pour in a little more because your heart's open and you know that she needs that, and you pour a little more, and guess what, she goes off with that vibration and that love that you poured into her. You know, helping others does not have to be that we're reading tarot or oracle cards or doing Reiki or um, doing the sound bowls. You know, it doesn't have to be that. Like the music, it doesn't have to be sound bowls. It could be like I said with the Mo Better Blues, and going out and playing, and people going to concert and enjoying themselves so they can have fun and enjoy themselves. That is healing energy. That brings joy to people. And just like a person who works at a nursery, who works at a garden center, who goes around putting a flower shop, who puts these beautiful bouquets together, and someone comes in and gets to buy it and give it to someone else, and they're like, oh my God, I love that. And believe me, when I see a beautiful bouquet of flowers that people put together, I'm like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. I can feel it. I get the chills. I can feel it. So does you don't have to be doing these elaborate things to bring the vibration up in the world, right? And our last one is nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So there you go. When you're cooking, and I do this when I cook, I know this for a fact, and my food is better. When you're cooking and you're in a good mood, and you're pouring love in it, and your happiness and your joy in it, your food comes out wonderfully, and people can taste that in your food. But when you're cooking and you're angry and you're like, I don't want to do this, your food usually burns or it's not that great, and people are like, with the meal, right? Whereas you can also be teaching these culinary skills, like, ooh, if you add a little basil in here with this, it tastes so good together. Adding, putting this in there. So you could be someone that does that you can work at a restaurant where you pour into the food, you pour happiness and joy into the food. Or you can also be teaching, classes, cooking classes as well. I don't know why that came up, but you could be, because I feel like she's teaching when she's standing there with the food. You could be teaching classes on food when it comes up. Okay, so all of those things: music, leadership, flowers, and nutrition. So where they come in, also that a lot of those things, being a leader in that food place, being a leader where you're not. I know kitchens can be hard to work in, so being a strong leader, but being helpful as well. Same with the flowers and nutrition, because there's edible flowers. There's different types of flowers that you can use and dry them out and make teas. Oh my gosh, that's such a great thing to do. I love getting. I actually, matter of fact, I'll show you a tea I got. There's these women, and I think her name is Elena, by Elena. You see that? She has this Queen of Cups. It's a ritual tea. It's jasmine, vanilla, rose, and lemon. I'm gonna drink some of that today. But this is the Queen of Cups, and she put a little mantra on there, and she has, and then you have your tea. But by Elena and the Jasmine Pearl Tea Company, right? And they're down in Portland, and I had gotten those. She has the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. I think I have the Queen of, the Queen of Pentacles too. So she has these teas in which flowers, jasmine, you can drink jasmine. It's a flower. What other ones does she put in there? Vanilla, rose. You can drink rose, chamomile. All of those things that you can do and put in teas, and I love buying people's teas like that. But not only does you can use flowers for making teas, you also can use them for making like oil mixes as well. And I love that because I got her Queen of Swords. That's my protective oil. I use Queen of Swords oil to keep on my boundaries, and like, so she uses lavender and lemongrass and stuff like that. Lavender, again, is a flower. So using those flowers and you can make teas, you can make oils you can rub, you can make lotions, you can make a skincare line, you can do so much stuff with flower stuff. It's beautiful. You can make your own perfume line, okay? And people will love that, and it'll be it's so refreshing. Or even like incense. You can make incense. I haven't done it. I've seen a course on incense, and I'm going on and on and on. So, and then also tying that into nutrition in some way, because you can bring those herbal things into, so with nutrition, so helping you sleep better. So having some lavender and chamomile at night, a tea, right? Or helping with stomach stuff, doing like a ginger and a lemon, something for your tea, right? All of those types of things are nutrition with flowers, with plants. All of those fall in there. And being a leader in, starting out and being a leader of showing the world that you can start small, on using natural products, to put in our body, and being a leader for that. So being a leader, and now this falls in having a leadership of taking these natural plants, organic, and, making stuff out of them and being nutritious about it as well. I don't know why that came all out. But there you go. There's your life purpose. For people who said, well, what about my life purpose? There you go. So I'm going to end you with some affirmations. So self-worth. We talked about self-worth. That was one of my big five. And I think that, and if you looked at your big five, I think everyone falls with that, needs to have to see their worth. Have to look at their worth. Why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? Thank you. Thank you. That is that attitude I'm in. I'm finally stepping into. I am a freaking Queen of Wands. I am a Leo. I freaking Aries is my moon. I have a lot of fire in my chart. I have Leo in my freaking Mercury and my Saturn. I have Sagittarius in my, oh my God, where's Sagittarius? Sagittarius somewhere too. So I have a lot of fire. So I'm stepping into that, I know my worth. I know my value, and I'm not letting, that's why I let in my cat ears too. So why settle for crumbs when you can have a whole meal, right? Tell yourself that. Release. I think didn't we have release with something earlier? No, I think it was letting go. Yeah, sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. Oh my gosh, and that was letting go. That was that first thing we had earlier. You have to, sometimes when things are done, it's done. Let it go. Sometimes the best way to grow is to simply let go. And our last one is ease. Oh my God, see how playful that is? Look at that. Does that not look like an inner child playing? Today, I allow life to be easy. I allowed myself to have fun. I allowed myself to have joy, to be playful, to do the things I want to do, to enjoy life, to laugh, and to laugh at myself, and to make jokes. And if they're not funny, oh well. You know, ease. Today, I allow life to be easy. Okay? So that's the energy we are bringing to the table now. This is the energy. And we're going to dive in each week at doing the work, at looking at, okay, what do we need to look at doing the work this week? What do we need to work on? What's something the collective's looking at to work on? That's what we're going to start doing each week, diving into it. And I love this. And this feels really good, guys. And I don't know why. I'm in one of those good ASS moods. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can like, you can comment, and if you made it this far, you freaking rock. And because you didn't have to listen to all that, and you did, and that is awesome. And I send love and light and freaking awesomeness your way. Okay, have a good day. Bye.